Hi, my name is Gracia Natata, and I work in a department called Service Support. I handle all of the incoming phone calls, and I have several colleagues that I work with. I've been with this company for 8 years. I started as a receptionist, and I fell in love with the energy, the mission, and I also grew up partially in this area of South End Market that really needs a sense of community, and I just felt that finally I found the job I could see myself at for the rest of my life. It teaches us about caring for each other, the aging process, how that's done in conjunction with hospitals, the city, family. I was a home care provider myself, taking care of a couple of people in their 90s as well as my mother. So I really feel that this job I'm going to be 60. It's taught me to continue taking care of my health. I'm a swimmer, and without that sort of grounding, I couldn't do this work. So most definitely taking care of one's health is connected with people, and I love that part of Homebridge. I think when I started here, there were perhaps maybe 30 people in the office, and the energy was so crazy, like the hardest working people and the most dynamic. And I just found that there's something about this place, something about home care that's very different from my background as an artist. I actually have a master's in sculpture and weaving. So I've been experimented a little bit with textile design and fashion, but I found that my creative side came out from the spirit of the work that I'm doing now, which is primarily with my voice, actually. Let's see, you'd asked me what a typical day is like for me. I wake up at 5. I live in the Mission District of San Francisco, so it's very ethnic and diverse and cultural. So like when you wake up, you can hear mariachi bands. You imagine someone drinking coffee and like driving really fast down the street in the Mission, which is actually very typical. I've got a cat. I have a partner of 30 years. We are both from parents who were both, he's I think third generation San Franciscan. I'm second. My parents are from the Philippines. His parents are from Mexico, half Ireland. And so I feel like I have a partner who is invested in being, I would say, believes in the Bay Area, believes in this diversity and participating in the community. So he is a landscaper. We have a beautiful garden. Oh my God, that's like, I need that for this type of work. And I start the day with reading, prayer first, reading, and then I take a hike. I use my walking sticks. And I was just telling someone that if you're ever cold in San Francisco, you gotta find a hill and run up it to get warm again. So I do my grounding. It's really important for this work because you never know what's going to happen during the day. You can, I always start the day with checking in with my colleagues. So even though we're a company of about maybe 75 now, everything is done remotely. I'm working from home in my bedroom. I mean, the last 2 years, I feel like Homebridge has really come through. Actually, a lot of people lost touch with our sitting next to each other and needing that communication with each other in this type of work. Home care providers coming in for the supplies, clients calling in, or I call them clients, so I don't call them patients. They're calling in for help. And we lost that touch in the beginning of the outbreak of 2 years ago. But the IT department, technology, everything like boom, boom, boom. I was so proud of how everything came together and continued that heart part of the work. So I check in with my people, Zoom or phone calls, And then, bam, the phone calls start coming in. I've got like 2 cell phones, my personal phone. I've got a monitor that Homebridge helped set up in my room. I mean, I set it up myself, but they mailed all of the stuff to us. And I feel like I'm still in like work mode, but even though I don't see people, I'm very connected to my colleagues. So I receive the phone calls from, we have one phone number, it's like a 1-800 number. Home care providers have it, the clients have it, outside organizations, and we get like typically 100 calls a day. But that call is like, I look at my job as a circle. You have the incoming voice, need to connect with, really listen to what they need. They called Homebridge, what do you need? And then questions go on. It's very fast. Phone calls are still coming in. I'm typing. At the same time, I have to make a decision to both listen to what they're saying, but also be firm in where it's going to go. So it's like a circle. Call comes in, I've got to make a decision of why they need our help, and then who it's going to connect to. So I love that part of the job because it's the focus that I as an artist need. What I like about the job is I feel like I'm living, breathing a spirituality with people that, spirituality in life, it's like cycle of life. And I like about the job that it's both friendly, not thinking about the money, it's nonprofit. I didn't go into this job for to have a lot of money. I came into this job for something that makes me feel good about the end of the day. It's important to be able to put away some of the stress, that's taken place, but I find the smile throughout the day, and also when I'm, this job has primarily been through the phone call system. The jobs that I've had, I've been a care supervisor, but I found that there's something about listening deeply and being alive. Like, I'm never tired with this job. Tired in a depleted. It's more like it's the energy I can take after I hang up with Homebridge. It's like, wow, I can go out to the rest of the day that I met somebody that I may not see them again, but the exchange was they needed help. They could have gone to the hospital. And also I learned about, like I had said, the birthing and aging process. It must always be connected with people. So this is the cool part. In my work and personal goals, I mean, I'm goal-oriented. It's very important. But to be goal-oriented on a bigger picture, so what's happened is I found an art studio recently, and it's like, I just see myself as expressing myself in yoga. It's an art studio, so no one has to be in there with me at the same time. I imagine it with plants, and just on my wall, just images of all these things that have made me happy and going to produce that joy and breathing. So in 10 years, I've done a lot of traveling. My partner has not done as much traveling, so we're thinking of somewhere warm. And I'm a writer also, and I recently invested in buying some really beautiful fountain pens. So writing, not just digitally, I could photograph them and share them on Instagram, but I see myself really taking care of my health. Like, what good is thinking about living in the future if you're not taking care of your health, So it's all part of communication, be it writing, be it the paintings, hearing from other people, sharing and doing collaborations, and family. Yeah, so maybe we've already talked about it, that when our cat passes away, we're gonna get a kitten right away.
you.